Demon Slayer Season 2 has just been announced to be adapted sometime in 2021, which is huge news among the anime community. With the unprecedented success of the movie Mugen Train becoming the highest grossing film in the history of Japanese cinema, as well as the popular series before it of course, there's a lot riding on the next season to come. And I'm personally very excited. I think that Demon Slayer only gets better after the first season, as someone who read the manga. And today I'm going to give a brief, spoiler-free, of course, rundown of what we should expect from the second season, both content-wise with the general plot and characters at play, and logistically with animation, season length, etc. I'm first going to tackle animation and the studio, and then move on to the content and arc that the season will focus on, and then the length of the season, so make sure to stick around to the end of the video to get the full rundown of Demon Slayer Season 2 and what we should expect. So first, looking at animation-wise and whether the season will fail here or not is definitely not something to worry about. The second season will continue to be animated by Ufotable according to my anime list, and seeing as how they also animated Mugen Train, there is just no way Ufotable would drop such a hot series. And putting it in the most simplest terms possible, Ufotable doesn't miss. Any project they animate essentially never fails in the arts and visuals department. I mean, they have such a beautiful balance of hand-drawn animation and CGI that is truly unrivaled by just about any other studio in the industry. And a large part of that is not only because of the huge budget that they allocate to each project, but because they also don't overburden themselves with multiple series at a time. This is something that MAPPA is suffering from right now with Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen on their plate, arguably the two biggest series currently airing. But Ufotable tends to only take one, maybe two works at a time. The studio itself started off really strong in the late 2000s with the Kara no Kyokai series, which was already visually astounding for the time, and continued to improve in the early 2010s and make a name for the studio with the Fate series. Their animation of Fate's Day Night Unlimited Blade Works around 2014 earned the show a notorious nickname of Unlimited Budget Works, just because of how insane and almost OD the animation was. Ufotable did such a great job that, in my opinion, as someone who really enjoys a well-animated show, was leagues beyond the majority of other studios. And of course, right after the Fate series and the movies that followed it, they moved on to Demon Slayer, and there's no doubt in my mind that Ufotable will continue to improve on their animation and upgrade Season 2 visuals-wise. I mean, look, I'm just gonna play a couple clips from previous Ufotable movies and shows, and this will just show you how the studio really never fails to amaze me. I mean, just look at these scenes, man. If you haven't watched the Fate series, please do watch it. And this is really important to Demon Slayer, because a massive part of Demon Slayer's growth has to be attributed to the animation. The series has blown up on levels we really haven't seen since the popularity of Attack on Titan and like Tokyo Ghoul around 2013 and 2014, and you have to acknowledge how the animation has contributed to that. Not to say that the series wouldn't do well without Ufotable backing it, because it's great, and I've read it and it's still incredible standalone, but I doubt it would have reached the meteoric levels it's at now within the anime community without Ufotable backing it. Now, onto the actual content and what will happen in this season. Again, I want to reiterate that while I won't be mentioning spoilers or anything like that, I will bring up the general plot and characters who are integral to this arc. So, we'll see the animation of the Entertainment District arc, which follows our three boys, Tanjiro, Inosuke, and Zenitsu, as they join the Sound Pillar, Tengen Uzui, on a mission to Yoshiwara. For those of you unfamiliar with general Japanese history, Yoshiwara was the Red Light District, and so expectedly, this arc does have a more mature setting, and one that is more connected to the world of Demon Slayer itself. With both Season 1 and the movie, we don't really see how the Demon Slayers interact with normal people and civilians much, which is something we will definitely see more of during this arc, as it takes place in a living, bustling town. And their mission is to investigate rumors of demons in the district, so it has more of an investigative mystery feeling to it. It's certainly a fresh take on Demon Slayer, and it's an arc that's bringing a lot of new things we haven't seen from the series yet, anime-wise. It's personally one of my favorite arcs. The new pillar we meet is really cool, his powers are awesome, and it also shows huge character growth for everyone, but especially Tanjiro and Nezuko. I feel like I shouldn't even have to bring this up, but of course it has some great fights as well. I think that it'll go way beyond how good the first season was. And so the Entertainment District arc is pretty long, it's 30 chapters. To scale that for anyone who hasn't read the manga or isn't familiar with generally how manga is adapted into anime lengthwise, the first season covered around 50 chapters in total. And so while I can see possibly the second season being a full 24 to 26 episode season, I really doubt this will happen. I mean, first, the teaser image we've been given of the season is solely the Sound Pillar Tengen, so it's clear that the main focus is already on the Entertainment District arc. And two, the arc that follows this one is also huge. So it'll be really hard to fit it into a 24 to 26 episode season without making it feel really rushed. And so season 2 will likely be only around 12 to 13 episodes. This is very typical with a big series, after the first season to start only airing in single course seasons. I mean, as the show gets very popular, keeping up on a weekly schedule becomes very burdensome for the studio, and shortening the length is better not only for their health, but for their productivity, and producing content that really looks good and is appealing to viewers. And another reason that shows often do this is so that the studio can prolong how long the anime airs, simply to get more money and garner more popularity. We see it in just about every big series really. Attack on Titan after season 1 did this and split every season after into 12 to 13 episodes. Haikyuu did this after season 2 as well. It usually just doesn't logistically make sense to make longer seasons with such a popular show. So yeah, it'll probably be only 12 to 13 episodes, which might be disappointing to you, but it will surely be really good and cover an amazing arc, so look forward to it. And so that was just my brief rundown of Demon Slayer Season 2 and what you should expect from it going in with almost no knowledge yet. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and comment on whether I should make more videos on Demon Slayer in the future, like an all you need to know before Season 2 type thing. I'd love to keep talking about it on the channel, the manga's great, and the series I know is gonna go far. As always, this has been the Anime Culture Corner. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future in-depth show, manga, and character analyses.